get this over with.
Howdy, y'all. Welcome to another adventure with Addie and Eric.
Today we're talking about my 1,020 kilometers in 2020. I mean, I guess it was like to feel healthier. And I mean, I do like running, but it's more like the feeling afterwards that I like, not really the actual running.
The quote-unquote runner's high.
Yes, the feeling of accomplishment and
Well,
victory.
How did you get to 1,020 kilometers?
I found it through Eric, who also uses it.
What?
He started running and he was tracking his miles using this app, and originally I was just kind of running, not really tracking anything. But I like being able to scroll back and see like how many miles we ran and on what day. So I started using it, and I found the challenge on Map My Run.
When did the challenge start, and when did you start the challenge?
The challenge started in January 2020, and I downloaded the app in May, and I did my first run on May 21st. And it was for 3.2 miles. I'm curious when you started using the app.
I think I had it before. The year. And I think I actually like signed up on the first day or something. Because, you know, I was like, yes, new year, new me. So,
nice. Were you running since January?
I was looking back. I did a couple of runs here and there.
Okay.
So.
But nothing crazy.
No, I wasn't very consistent with it. Because I think I ended up, mostly because I was running with you, I ended up having over 800 kilometers. What kind of kicked you into gear as far as doing longer runs?
When you said you wanted to try and do, I don't know what your goal was, but you ended up doing 13 miles.
Half marathon. With
your buddy. And
yeah.
I remember you making some kind of comment, like insinuating that I couldn't do it or something like that. You said you ran 13 miles. So then that kind of triggered something in me, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do 14. However, I did not tell you I was going to run 14 miles because I thought, what if I can't do it? And I've already put it out there that I'm going to do it. So the next day I went out to Riverwalk.
The next day. No chill.
The next day I went out to Riverwalk, committed to run 14 miles, just one extra than you. And
I remember when you came home from that. You're like, I did a half marathon plus another mile. It was like the longest pause. You were just like, I dare you to go and beat me now.
Yeah, that was like, I had never done 14 miles before.
Over the course of the, 7 months?
Mm-hmm.
Eric does math. 7 months. Did you have any favorite runs, hikes, walks, anything?
Favorite place to run at was American Canyon, even though it was freezing, because we went in November for our anniversary.
Yeah.
I just like the lake, and it was windy, and like a bunch of trees everywhere. Very picturesque. And then second favorite is definitely the Walker Preserve here in Lakeside, just because it's nearby. It's a lot of nature. Third favorite, Zion was beautiful, but that's more of a hike, not really running.
So.
Yeah.
But I heard.
Yes.
Rumor has it.
What's
you
the
didn't
rumor?
use the Map My Run.
I did not map those miles, and that was a lot of miles because we did about 2 or 3 days of hiking, maybe more.
At least 2 or 3 days. Plus, we did the one in Vegas, that hike.
Oh.
And the Mount Charles, because our first episode, Cathedral Rock. We did our first episode, Cathedral Rock, while we were doing the... did you map that one, any of those ones?
No, why didn't I map? Oh, because my phone was terrible. But I got a better phone, and I'm mapping all of them. What was your favorite?
Of the hikes that we've done?
Hikes and runs. Doesn't have to be hikes.
The hikes, it's got to be just being at Zion.
Yeah.
But I think that Vegas one, just because when I did it earlier, I wasn't able to do it. I didn't have the hiking poles.
Oh, yes. I remember being nervous because it was so hot.
And it was so steep.
Yeah.
Favorite run? I actually was able to do a lot of runs down at the beach.
Mhm.
So there's something about running in the dark down at the beach and then the sun coming up.
Yes. Running in the dark. I
You
don't know
know,
why the night runs are so fun.
I think because it's even though it's the same trail, it's totally different.
It's a little bit of danger.
It's kind of like with the mountain biking. It's like it's almost like you're doing a whole new trail, even though it's literally the same one, just at night because the lights reflect differently, so you're just seeing it differently.
Yeah. Yeah. The marathon.
Give me some descriptive words about it. Tell me about it.
Well, wineries everywhere. I cannot believe how many wineries are in Napa Valley. What else? Just lots of grapevines. That's pretty much all of Napa. It's covered in grapes.
Everybody gets grapes.
What else? Let's see. I've never ran next to a road where trucks and cars are just running right past you. Yeah, I mean, that was beautiful just because it was a different area and I've never seen so many grapevines in my life. And that was 26.2 miles of just running through grapevines. So.
And we made sure we got every mile.
Yes.
What else? Where else did we go? We did the hike in Berkeley. We did Grizzly Mountain.
Oh, that
right?
was gorgeous also. Yes.
That was the one where we were up on top and you could see the whole Bay Area as the sun was setting.
You gotta go back and do that one for sure.
That's a cool one.
Maybe
yeah.
all the way through because I think it was a lot longer than.
That's the one to the Golden Gate Bridge. That one we definitely got to do because we went to the Golden Gate Bridge. We hiked from some place like 6 miles away, but I didn't know how to navigate, and this was after we did the marathon, so didn't want to get tired out there, but it was still beautiful. And then we also ran down by the marina, right?
Yes, yeah.
With the dog park and everything.
Yeah, we've done a lot of beautiful places. I forgot about that one. That one was also really nice. Just running by the ocean. It was very cool.
And then they had that pier. The pier was closed, but that would have been cool to go out on the pier. I know you were using the Map My Run app. Had you been looking at how close you were to the end? Like, when did you start noticing that?
I think maybe November is when I realized, like, oh, I'm completing all the little check marks. You reach like 200, 400 kilometers, 800. And then when I was at 400, I'm like, I feel like maybe I can reach 1,020 for 2020. So I was still running, and at that time, I believe I only had to run like 3 to 6 miles, not every day, but I hadn't like fully committed, so I wasn't running like every day.
But so when did you decide to get like all
serious?
About it?
I would say end of November, beginning of December is when I decided I really want to get to 1,020 and just check that off the little Map My Run app. And that's when I started doing, well, I did the math first, and it was 9 miles a day. But I think at that time, I thought it was 1,000 kilometers.
Yeah, because I think it was 1,000. We thought it was 1,000 kilometers, and that it was like 8.7. So you're like, I can just run 9, and by the end, I can take the last day off.
Yes. So I thought I was gonna be able to have a couple rest days here and there, and then I scrolled all the way to the bottom and realized it was 1,020. And at that time, I was running 9 miles every day, and I hadn't had any breaks, and I was looking forward to at least taking New Year's Eve off, or maybe even Christmas Eve off, which I ended up running anyway. I think it was after Christmas Eve is when we realized I can't take any breaks.
I think it was on Christmas Day. You were planning on, you were like, all right, well, we'll take Christmas Day off. And then you're like, I think that you scroll and you're like, oh no.
It's 1,020, not 1,000 kilometers. But, I mean, I had already done 9 miles for, maybe like a week. And I felt like I could do it, so just kept going. No breaks until New Year's Day.
The last run, when you did it, what did it feel like when you were getting ready? When you knew that when you're doing it, and then when you were finishing it, the last run on New Year's Eve.
The last run on New Year's Eve. It was exciting. Just getting out there and running. It felt like the same as any other run. It's just, after this I was able to take a break.
Do you remember how you felt when you finished?
very accomplished. I felt like finally I met the goal, and I felt proud a little about myself for doing it. And let's see.
How excited were you when this showed up as like through 2020?
Well, it didn't show up completely as checked on Map My Run. As soon as I completed the run, I quickly logged in and I saw that it hadn't been checked. So I'm like, oh, what did I do wrong? Maybe it's not 1,020. But then we waited like, I don't know, like 10, 15 minutes for the drive home, and then I realized that it was checked off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think you learned about yourself during all this?
What did I learn about myself? That I can do anything I set my mind to.
So, 2020, you did 1,020 kilometers. What are you looking for in 2021?
The goal is to reach 1,021 kilometers for 2021, and we're gonna do a 50K.
Woo!
More hikes.
And then maybe do Mount Whitney if we can get the registration for that.
What else are we looking forward to? Staying healthy, doing more active stuff, maybe some more workout videos.
Ooh, the Murph
With
Memorial
yours
Day.
truly, Eric Landman. Yeah, the Murph. The Murph for sure. What was your time last year?
That's a great question.
Well,
don't
we're trying
remember.
to beat last year's time, that's for
I
sure.
think it was like in the 50s. Going for 42. We'll put that out in the world.
But you're adding weight, right?
Well, last year I did the weight, but remember I had the backpack with the dumbbells, so I had like the big bruises on my back.
Yes, not very comfortable.
But I did the 20 pounds. That thing hurt on the run, because it was just the dumbbell,
Yes.
into your back.
Regular
this year-
backpack with a dumbbell.
This year we got a weight vest.
We upgraded him to a weight vest.
And then, so that's one. I'm trying to get us to be able to do the police officers like physical fitness test. That'd be a cool one. And then just any other random ones that we find.
Mm-hmm.
We'll probably do the Turkey Day Challenge one again. 12 zones of fitness. Maybe do like reviews on your shoes.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
I have a lot of running shoes.
A lot
now.
of running shoes now. So that should be good. Is there anything you want to say?
Keep on trucking.
That's it for us. We'll see you out there. Cheers. 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
3.
What are we doing? Like your makeshift
Oh.
locker